Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Trade and Chai. If you are new here or if you have been following the channel for a while, you have probably seen me share videos about trading and investing. Don't worry, those videos aren't going anywhere. I'll continue making them. But there is another side of this channel that I wanted to document for a long time. That's technology. And you can see in the name Tech Trade and Chai. Trade, you have already seen me putting videos. Now the time is for technology. Over the next few months, I'll be sharing my journey as I grow as a software engineer, not as a tutorial where I teach everything, but as a genuine learning experience where you can watch me think how I'm going to solve problems, how I'm making mistakes, how I'm going to debug the code, how I'm going to refactor or re-engineer the existing piece of code and just improve one day at a time, similar to how I'm following my trading journey with discipline. For the last 9 years, I have worked primarily with Oracle SQL, PL SQL. When it comes to NoSQL databases, I have worked on Mongo. When it comes to business domain, I have worked in finance, I have worked in oil and gas. And when it comes to technology domain, I have worked in production support, I have worked in software development, I have worked in data engineering. So I have a stable career, but I realized something over the last few months. The software industry is changing rapidly, as you guys already know it. Everyone is scared of AI taking over their jobs. So this has become very much important, not only AI, but any particular skill that you have to master in today's world. So instead of waiting for the perfect time, I have decided to start learning publicly, document so that maybe you guys can take a thing or two from it. This series again is not a Python tutorial. I'm not here to teach you guys Python. I'm here to become really good at it and share that journey so that you guys can feel inspired from my journey. The way I'm gonna follow is simple. I hope you guys are able to see my repository on the screen. The name is Project Phoenix. I am gonna call this journey as Project Phoenix, and this is going to be at least 4 to 5 months of journey where I really become master in Python. I have always learned and coded in Python, but I have never mastered it. So that's the goal. Now coming back to how and what process I'm going to follow for Project Phoenix is simple. Everything I write will be pushed to GitHub using proper software engineering practices. I am going to use Git to push and pull the code. Every day I will work on a separate feature branch. I'll review the code and then I'll merge that branch or that code into the main and maintain the project just like a professional software development team does. If you have 6 guys working on a project, you might see each individual guy with whatever issues assigned to them, creating a separate feature branch which eventually gets merged to the project's main branch. So that's how I'm going to document and follow the process. And hence, again, just to repeat, I'm going to call this journey Project Phoenix because just like trading and investing, discipline will eventually compound. And as you can see on screen, I'm highlighting this is going to be the headline: one commit every day, one problem every day, one project at a time. Just consistent engineering and hard work. So that is about the Project Phoenix and how I'm going to document things. I already started in that journey. I have already completed day 9 days of that journey. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just show you the 9 commits that I did. Those are under Python fundamentals folder. So there is nothing major that I did. It's just to brush up the basic Python skills that I had. So simple. So day one was all about setting up the foundation. I understood how Python actually executes code. I learned about variables, how to take input, how to take output, and built my very first student information program. So I'll just show you the code on the screen. You take the name, you take the age, you take the city, and just summarize the student's details. On day two, I learned Python data types, how to typecast. As you can see, I'm highlighting on the screen. You take the input and there itself you typecast. Let's say in this case, integer typecasting. I built an age calculator and basically understood why user input is always received as a string and when to convert it into integers or floats. Day 3 focused more on arithmetic operators and business calculations. I built a bill calculator and learned that choosing the correct data type depends on real business requirements. So if you need GST, you might need the data type as float. The quantity again, not necessary it has to be int, right? Because imagine you are buying vegetables, so it could be 2.5 of kilograms, 2.5 pounds. But if you are buying, let's say, two cell phones, you can't buy 2.5 cell phones. So that's what I learned. Now, the next day, which was the voting eligibility criteria. So basically here, the code was simple. We just need to understand if the person who is going to vote is whether eligible to vote or not. Day 5 again, building the foundation around if nested if statements. I also learned more about the logical operators like and. Here, basically, we built based on the age, what type of ticket to give to the customer. Then on to the next day, which was day 6, which was an ATM withdrawal system. This was a very good program to understand because for the first time, it was more about learning the edge cases, understanding what if someone intentionally put a negative figure or a negative withdrawal. What about the minimum balance that we need to maintain in an account when you put certain amount, right, to withdraw? So those use cases I started to think as I evolved. Then on the day 7, it was more about e-discount or oh yeah, I was on okay yeah. So day 7, I don't see day 7, day 9. Okay, my internet is a bit slow, so sorry for that. Let me just again click on day 7. So yeah, so coming back. So day 7 was more like an e-commerce discount engine. I refactored the repeated code. So coming back to what the code was, the discount engine was simple. I mean, based on your shopping amount, you basically get certain discount. Similarly, on day 8, I designed employee bonus calculator based on the performance rating. Certain performance bonus gets credited to the employee. And day 9, with which we will wrap up this video. So it was more about a mobile recharge billing system. Even though the business domain changed, I realized that the engineering pattern, right, the same input output, the same if else, the same logical operators, the same business rules, calculations, everything was same. So yes, understanding business domain is important, but having this basic foundation and fundamental around it is also very important. So I know the video was a little long. Maybe I could have documented it from the day one. So video could have been in shorter lengths. Going forward, day 10 onwards, videos will be shorter, and I hope you guys do follow this journey as well. And of course, I am not gonna forget about trading and investing. Those videos will do come. This month, I am planning to record a good trade a video where I'm gonna hedge and I'll show you how I'm gonna hedge a trade, how I'm gonna protect my losses, and how I'm gonna document in my trading journal. So yeah, that video will also come. So do look out for the videos on this channel regularly. Thank you for listening in, guys. See you on to the next one.